Hello, my name is Dr. Adam James, and I am a new physician here working at Fairvue Family Wellness. I was born in the small town of Smithville, Tennessee, where I grew up and went to high school, and following graduation there, I went to Belmont University, close by here in Nashville. Wonderful experience there. Following college, I then moved on to medical school, which was at East Tennessee State University up in Johnson City. So sticking in the Tennessee area. Took a little bit of an adventure for my residency in family medicine when I went out to Salt Lake City, Utah, which was quite fun for 3 years, but 3 years was enough because I was missing home. So here I am back in Tennessee. My first real exposure to medicine happened when I was in 8th grade, when we had our job shadowing experience. For my choice, I actually chose to job shadow my uncle, who was a local family medicine doctor in our small town. He'd been treating my family for all of my life, so I thought he'd be a great person to shadow, not knowing at the time that I'd actually find myself very interested in what he was doing. After that experience, it kind of shaped my adolescence and then later adulthood into what I wanted in a career. When I finally got to medical school, in your third year, you take on many different rotations in various specialties. And I quickly noted that in whatever specialty I was currently in for that rotation, whether it be OBGYN or pediatrics or internal medicine, there's a piece of it that I loved and liked. So by the middle of that third year, I was kind of confused because I was like, I don't know where I want to go and I need to make a decision here in the next couple of years. But when I got to my family medicine rotation, that's when all the pieces finally came together and I realized that this is what I've been looking for. Because in family medicine is where I found that you truly get to not only treat the whole patient, but pretty much stick with that patient for their whole life in some cases. Whenever you live that close to them, you get to be that primary care physician. Well, when it came to finally finding a practice, I always knew I wanted to come back to Middle Tennessee. This is where my roots were and where I definitely wanted to come back to. But the big question was, where exactly in Middle Tennessee? That's quite the big area. So during my process of looking for a job and hopefully a home, I stumbled upon Fairvue Family Wellness with Sumner here in Gallatin. The whole process itself showed me just what a kind and open-minded, well-thought-out system this truly was. It was during my interview day, honestly though, that really sealed the deal whenever I got to go visit my location at Fairvue Family Wellness, that I thought this is a group of people and colleagues that I would love to be surrounded by on a daily basis. I walked in and met these people for the first time. They treated me like family, like they'd known me for years. That was enough. And whenever I finally joined officially, a few months down the road, it was just like my interview day. It was no tricks. They were just as kind as I remembered, and it's definitely a place where I feel like I belong. During a visit with me as my patient, one thing I can promise you is that you will always be seen as a whole person and not just a combination of problem lists or illnesses or anything of that sort. My job here is to be a listener more than anything, and to hear really where you're coming from. And I promise to always be your advocate and help you feel strong enough in yourself, and with me there guiding you and helping you along the way to reach your healthiest you that you can be. So some things I enjoy doing when not at work. One big one, of course, is reading. I've always been a huge reader of books of all varieties, but especially fiction ever since I was a small kid, and that definitely has not changed into adulthood. Other things I enjoy doing are traveling, seeing different places, learning about different cultures and different people. When not doing those things, I love to run. Running has always been a big passion for me and a way for me to kind of get outside and feel the fresh air and get some sunshine. So it's definitely something I try to keep up on a regular basis. When not doing those things, I definitely love spending time with my family, including our little fur babies. Got a couple of dogs and a cat, so It's always a fun time at our house. Thank you for watching. I'm currently accepting new patients, and I very much look forward to meeting you at Fairvue Family Wellness.